You're watching Horror News Network.
We've only shot 4 episodes, so I really don't know that many secrets so far. I can tell you Bobo and Fiji are, love is definitely in the air between the two of them. They can't get enough of each other, and it's really funny. And the fact that them loving each other, there's something that's, there's an external force that's making weird things happen to Bobo because he loves Fiji so much. So it's very sad, yeah. And Bobo's just oblivious to it. Well, he keeps almost dying. So I don't think I'm spoiling too much, but it's like Final Destination Bobo is season 2 of like, and he's just like, oh, well, that's weird. Like, and then Fiji's like, something's going on here. He's like, come on, Fiji. Just like, no, the bullet just whizzed by my head because a bullet whizzed by my head. So no, it's really interesting. I love the writers this year are really great. The scripts have been great so far. It seems like it's more of a character-driven show. A lot of the characters that didn't interact a lot last year are interacting this year. It's not so much of a Monster of a Week show, a procedural. We kind of have like the overarching theme of the hotel, which is really beautiful. Our guest stars, do you guys know who our new guest stars are? Like amazing, fans of all of them. So yeah, it's just, I love the direction that we're going in this season, and I think it's going to be, people that haven't watched season 1, I think they can just jump into season 2 and be like, oh my god, I think people are going to really enjoy it. I think it's Bobo, like Pepe Le Pew floating with like like hearts above his head, like literally. He's just so in love, like just so happy. And I think that's probably why he's oblivious to the fact that he's almost dying every 2 minutes on the show. But he does buy the bar. He kicked the idiot bikers out of the bar, and he buys the bar. So he's becoming quite the land baron in Midnight, which is kind of cool. And it's kind of nice to have, instead of just having that home cooking, it's nice that we have another place where all the Midnighters can kind of go hang out and have a little watering hole kind of place, kind of like True Blood had Merlot's place. Yeah, still called the Cartoon Saloon. Didn't change. That name's too good to change. Yeah.
So what are the interactions that you get to have with
Joe?
Yeah.
I have a lot of heart-to-hearts with Joe, believe it or not, which is kind of cool. Lem and I have a lot. I'm like Sam Malone, so I'm at the bar. I literally am. It's like Cheers. I turn like this biker bar into Cheers. And Lem's drinking, which is the weirdest thing. Like, he's not supposed to drink. So obviously you can tell that marriage isn't really paradise for him right now. But yeah, and they all come to me for advice, and it's really funny. And Bobo actually gives really good advice. So that's sweet. I like those interactions. Other than that, it's just basically him and Fiji in the bedroom together. So they promised sexier and more romance, so I'm glad they told me 4 months out so I can go on a diet. I'm going to be that naked for the entire season, which is great. Because I have a child, and dad bod creeps up on you quite fast when you have a child. They don't really let you make food or give you a lot of time to eat healthy. So far, I don't think that's the storyline has wrapped up, but for what I know that we have in store for this season, I don't think his familial past is coming to light, but that could be a possibility because I know Olivia's is, so and I think I've read up to halfway through the season, script 5. So I mean, there's four more scripts, so it's certainly a possibility. I would love that, but I wouldn't want it to be just a quick one-off kind of thing. I think it's such a powerful kind of storyline that I think they would have to give it some time. Yeah.
Given how many secrets came out about Midnighters in season 1, how does the town feel about other people coming in and setting up shop?
Bobo could care less. He's like, I think Olivia's like investigating and everything, and Bobo's like, why so suspicious? Like, they seem nice. He wears Lululemon. Like, what's wrong with them? They cleaned it up pretty nice. So yeah, he's just like oblivious to the fact that bad things are happening. And I don't think it's because he's a dumb guy. I think he's kind of in that headspace where he's just so in love that he just he's like doesn't care about anything else. He just wants to get home with his girlfriend and Netflix and chill. So I think that's the headspace he's in, to tell you the truth. But he's going to be quickly snapped out of it soon. Yeah, so the badness catches up with him eventually. So.
Any other interactions with characters you can tell us about?
Yes, we have like a couple big scenes where I'm there. I'm not specifically interacting one-on-one with them, but I know Bobo's going to be put through the ringer here pretty soon. So I'm excited for that. They just told me about that today, but obviously I can't say anything, which I hate. Like, that's the worst actor response. I can't tell you, but I mean, it's true. I can't. But I hate it. When I see actors, I can't. If I could tell you, I'd have to kill you. Or there's a red dot on my head, like someone's going to shoot me if I say what the spoiler is. I hate that. So sorry that I just said that. But there's cool stuff coming up. That's all I'll say.
Well, looking back at season 1, after you saw the whole season, what's something that surprised you that you saw on screen that maybe when you were filming it, or somebody else's scenes maybe that you weren't expecting?
I love the relationship between Joe and Chewie. I thought that was very sweet. I liked all the relationships. I just liked all the couples. I just thought they like all fit together perfectly. And I was a skeptic when I read the pilot about the cat. I was like, we're having a talking cat on the freaking show? And then the cat became the star of the show. And I enjoyed him too. And oh my God, Joanne Camp, Grandma Zelda, she's amazing. And she's, I think she was such a cool part of the first season. And a lot of my family, everybody loved the show. And she was pretty much like the consensus like fan favorite from my family and friends. So yeah, as you saw in the teaser, did you see the teaser? Oh yeah, she's back for a little bit, maybe a little longer for season 2. So something happens where she comes back. So we're happy to have her.
What's it like coming to these events and getting to interact with fans?
That's the best part of Comic-Con, I think, because I do, like, I'm not that active on social media, but I do look at what people are saying about the show because I'm curious, and it seemed like everything was so positive. Like, I never saw any negative tweets or negative comments about the show, and it was just really beautiful. And I've been on some cool shows, and I've never seen such a positive response and people connecting with all these different characters. So to be here and to be able to interact with fans that felt that strongly about the show, I think is really sweet and really cool. And Comic-Con fans are like they're just sweet. They're just so sweet and nice, and like,
It's always cool when there's a show that really gets that fan base.
Yeah.
That really appreciate.
Yeah, and I think it's just gonna grow. I think season 2 is like so much better. I love season 1, but I think season 2 is like a lot better than season 1. So I think it's gonna really grow, and people are gonna be happy about it. But yeah, I just love interacting with the fans, and I mean they're the only reason we're on the air right now. So I mean we couldn't have done it without them. So it's great.
Thank you for watching Horror News Network.